Hi guys! Say hi everybody! Hey, special edition of Cooking with Papa today. Of course, this is Talia. And who's our special guest? Kristina, that's right. We've got our own little pasta maker, Kristina, with us today. And she's teaching us how to make homemade gnocchi. You know, we've made them before, but we always bought them. These are going to be homemade. Talia is going to make gnocchi, and Kristina is going to teach us how to do it. And Kristina is also responsible for these amazing aprons that we got from Kristina's Paints. Is that the name of it? Kristina Paints?
Just me.
Yeah, Kristina Paints. Check her out on Facebook. Okay, but today, special show today. In fact, we're filming on a Saturday because we want to get these ready and made for Big Sunday dinner tomorrow. Okay, so Kristina, take it away.
Okay. Talia and I each have 2 cups of flour. So let's get that close to you. And there's a little well in the center. If my grandma was making them, she would do it right on the board, but I like to keep it a little bit neater.
Okay.
There's 2 of us here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got your 2 cups of flour in the center, and then to that you add 2 cups of ricotta cheese. I have 2 cups, you have 2 cups, so you want to just dump that in.
Here's it. Okay. I'm the cleanup guy today.
And you get an egg, I get an egg. Put an egg in there.
Okay.
And we need a pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt.
A pinch.
Okay. Our Himalayan pink salt. Say when?
When?
Good.
Now you take your spoon. We are going to eventually use our hands, but you try and mix as much of this in as you can, just so you get all the flour worked in, so you don't have it flying all over the place.
Yeah, okay.
And look, Talia, go like this. You press the back of the spoon, that works it in.
Move it all around, turn your bowl. That's it.
And
Good
it's
job.
when you start, it seems like it's never going to work all the way in, but I promise it does.
This is one of those things where we know we're going to get a little messy.
Just a little bit, but if you
Want
work
me to help
this
you a little
in,
bit? Okay.
and you'll know at some point when you need to put the spoon down and start using your hands.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
No. Are we rolling them? Is there more flour we need?
We're gonna put a little flour on
Okay.
the board before
Okay.
we roll them, but not too much.
Okay. Now, what everybody needs to know is that we have our organic flour today, organic on all-purpose and organic. We have semolina too?
No semolina.
No semolina, just organic flour. Okay, good.
Let me just move these for a little bit. Put some flour. Okay, Talia, I'm gonna take yours out first. See how nice yours is? It's nice and
Ooh, yeah.
that's because I have the better spoon. Sorry.
Now, would this be the same way you would make dough for just
Very
about
similar.
any pasta?
Very similar, but,
Okay.
with pasta you don't use ricotta. You use
Right.
eggs
Just
and
eggs.
semolina flour. I
Okay.
use half semolina and half regular flour.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now
Because
mine-
we got to do that too, right?
That's nice.
Okay.
Okay, Talia. Now it's like pretend you got Play-Doh.
Put a
Okay.
little flour on your hands. That's it.
You're gonna make a little ball.
You know how to use Play-Doh, so hey, girl.
Roll it around so you get it all the way around.
Good. Roll it like a ball a little bit. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
that.
got
Yeah, you
that.
can pick it up and roll it
Now
down.
look, go like this. You can.
You know, like making a big meatball.
Yeah.
It's
pretend
like
you're
making a big meatball. Good job.
Okay, now I'm gonna let you do this part on yours. I'm gonna cut it in half. I want you to cut it in half so you have 2 pieces. Good job. Okay. Now out of each one of these, you're gonna need more flour. You're gonna make a log, not a real long log, that like a log shape out of each one of these. And it should look a little something like this.
Good job.
See that? Not
You
too
know,
skinny on the ends.
I'm liking having these guest chefs on here, so I can just like watch.
So both should look about like that.
That's it.
There's one. Bring that one.
I'll help you with that.
After you get both logs done, you don't have to rush, but I'm going to cut mine. Then you cut discs. I got about 7 out of this one.
Good job, babe.
I'm not going to cut that one yet, so you're going to do the same thing with yours. And then each one of these discs, you're going to roll into like a snake, long, like a rope, okay? And it should be about the diameter of a dime.
How's that? Good?
Perfect.
Okay, there you go. Cut those. One piece at a time. That's it. Good. Good. Watch my finger. I'm kidding. Go ahead. That's it. One more?
Good.
Okay.
Now let's slide these up. Get a little more flour in our area, but not too much because we want it to stick to the board a little bit so we can get the right length and shape.
Should we cut these first or no?
No, I would wait for
Okay.
those ones. Let's do this one first.
Okay, I'll take one of these out, each one at a time, and roll it out into a long log like that. That's it.
That's it.
I'll
You
help you.
got it. You look like you've done this before, Talia.
I'll help you.
See that? Almost like the diameter of a dime.
She's a lot faster than me. I think she's done this before.
Ah, a few times. Oops.
I don't think our log was as big.
I know, some of them will be, I'm going to put some of them over here.
Christina's log was bigger than mine. Ours.
I need more flour. You might too.
Hey, good job, babe. Watch the ends. Don't let them get too small, because these are all going to get
Yeah,
cut
you want
into
to keep.
gnocchi.
You want to try to keep them about the same length all the way down.
Yeah, see, it's not, to get that roll.
Well, the key is not to. You can have flour in here, but see the cut side is sticky. Start with the cut side down, and then it gets something to grip onto.
Oh, see, that was a little tip
a little
she
bit.
left out.
Well, I had to leave something out, but now everybody knows.
Sticky side down.
Yeah. Okay, well, we might as well get to the next.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys are doing better than me. Good job, Tal. Oh boy, I can't wait to do these. So tomorrow, so today is actually Saturday, and we're doing this a day early, because isn't it better for these to set?
Well, actually, what you can't let them sit out. I flash freeze mine.
Flash, I know,
Yeah,
but are they?
okay.
But you don't like. Is it better to make them the day you make them,
I
or
really don't
next day?
think. I don't really think
No?
it matters.
Okay.
I usually like to make them ahead so they're frozen and easy because after
Right.
having this whole mess here, I don't want to have to clean it up.
Yeah.
And then
I
so
gotcha.
that's my thought process.
Okay. Cut side goes down.
Yes.
See?
Doesn't that make it easier?
That's what I
Is that what you did?
See, she figured it out.
Yeah, you did. That's a good one. See, Talia, you're starting to get to the point where you don't need to be on that top step anymore. You're getting so big. Boy. Now, when we started with 2 cups of flour each, right?
Yes.
And 2 cups of ricotta each.
Yes.
Okay, so basically how much gnocchi is this going to make?
Well, we got 2 nice gallon freezer-sized bags full.
Okay,
So I would,
Good.
yeah.
perfect.
Well,
Oh, I got a
actually,
nice
wait,
long one
I
that
take
time.
that back. That's what one of these would make. So you're going to have 4 freezer-sized bags.
4 freezers.
Yes.
Okay. Here you
You didn't tell me I was going to have to do that.
go. I'm just trying to
Like,
figure
is
out,
that-
yeah, I mean, how much does it make and how many people, Well, tomorrow, I started to tell you, tomorrow we're also making our famous Messina City chicken. Can you do that? That one's a little small.
While you're finishing that,
You got
I'm
to
going to
cut
get
the next one.
a cookie sheet, baking sheet, put
Okay.
a little bit of flour on it.
Okay, honey, that one, here, you need another cut on that one. Yeah, there you go. About like that. Not too big. Right about there. Right about there. Okay.
Okay, now with that little cut, while you're finishing those up, I'm going to cut some of my little ropes. And I go at an angle, a little less than an inch. And do
We
that.
have another one of those if we need them.
Well, you might maybe get, but, and some people take these and then either take their thumb and roll them or roll it against a fork. But I don't, and the only reason I don't is because my grandmother didn't. So there's really no, and I imagine if
So,
you
yeah,
pick up the sauce
you're
better.
right. Okay, yeah, I see that people that sometimes they roll them.
When
Right.
but again, I probably would grip the sauce a little bit better.
Well, I guess it also probably
but-
depends on the sauce.
But like I said, my only reason for not doing it is just that my grandmother didn't.
Okay. Well, we're all about tradition on this show, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be having gnocchi with our sauce, and then we'll have city chicken, but our way of making city chicken. Now, traditionally, Kristina, you probably noticed, city chicken in the old days was veal and pork, and sometimes just pork, depending on what they could afford, right, or what they could get. And the whole history behind city chicken was they couldn't get chicken during the war, so that pork was abundant, and so they would cut it up into little pieces, put it on sticks, cook it, and call it chicken. It really wasn't. But you start them, I'll finish them. Where you going?
I'm trying to get my school away.
Oh,
I'm trying to do it without my school.
without your stool?
Might be
Okay.
hard.
You could.
No, I could see.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, what we decided to do was, since we could get chicken, we started making city chicken with chicken and using thigh meat, the dark meat. And it comes out amazing. Plus, we have our own little secret way of coating it and breading. Which we've done. We've done shows on city chicken. So you guys, you want to find out, you got to go watch the show. But I can tell you this, we use a little different mixture. We use a Dijon mustard and white wine to coat the chicken in. And then we take our breadcrumbs, and they're either organic or gluten-free, depending on which ones we get that day. But then we take our breadcrumbs, we melt some butter and garlic, and we pour that into the breadcrumbs to get them a little moist. And then we coat our city chicken. Now, we're going to be making a lot of it tomorrow, so we might just bake it. Sometimes we fry it, brown it, and then bake it, and sometimes we just bake it. Tomorrow, we'll see. Sundays are always a big day, huh, for food. We always have at least 8 to 10 people. So we're putting them in the freezer. Why?
So that you can flash freeze them so that they don't stick together when you put them in the freezer bag.
Okay.
Like I was telling you, Joe, the ones that my grandmother made were made out of potato,
Yeah.
and that's
They're harder to work
a
with?
little bit harder to work with. I mean, because I can't speak for anybody else, but my grandmother had to use a certain kind of potato, and depending on if you got a good batch of potatoes or not, and that would dictate how much flour you use. And of course, she didn't measure, so everything was just by,
Yeah.
feel. And you didn't use mashed potatoes. It had to be potatoes, excuse me, through a ricer. But
I see.
mashed-
Now, I would have said mashed potato. I would have thought it was mashed
Oh
potatoes.
my God, she'd say, oh my God, no.
Okay.
It has to be through a ricer.
Okay.
And you put them in the ricer when they're hot, and the skin, it takes the skin off, and they get the right texture. And it's a little bit more work.
Can you like double these
I
up when you
wouldn't
cut
do
them? No.
Nah, you're trying to take a shortcut. You can't.
Yeah.
There's no shortcuts,
I'm
Joe.
trying to take a shortcut.
There's no shortcuts, no. But the other thing that I like about these instead of the potato ones is that there's no math involved in this.
Math?
Math. Well, I'm
What?
a little challenged.
I mean, you
but-
need more measuring when you use potatoes?
Well, you have to know math because my grandma didn't measure, so I remember asking my aunts, how do you, like I have 13 potatoes, so how much flour do I need?
Oh.
And my aunt said, well, about 3/4 cup of flour for every potato. Well, I'm out there.
3/4. So that's ridiculous. Let's keep it
So I had
to
to
1
do some
cup or a
math
half a
there,
cup.
and,
Right.
Yeah, so,
Right. But there are measuring cups that are 3/4 probably, right? You don't have to.
I don't know. It's just it's all too much for me.
Yeah,
Joe. It's
okay.
just
That's it. We'd rather have
Sorry.
ricotta anyway, so that's all right. We love our ricotta.
Well, I think these ones they're more consistent. Like you know what I mean, because the moisture is the same.
Now, when we buy these and they're pre-made, they don't take very long to cook. These probably are even faster. Are they longer? What is
I
it?
think probably about the same. I
Probably
mean,
about
you
the
put
same,
them into
so-
boiling water,
Yeah.
and
When they rise, they're
as
done.
soon as they float to the top, they're done, and it really
Okay.
doesn't. They don't really take that long.
No, but you have to keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
Because it's
you
going to
know.
be fast, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get the rest of these in the freezer, and then we're gonna come back after that. And this is a short one today, but it was an important one. We'll come back. We'll have our final toast. But this is only part one because tomorrow you're gonna see the finished product, and along with the city chicken. We'll be right back. Okay. Well, look at this batch of gnocchi. They're nice and frozen, and we're gonna put them in our plastic bags to cook tomorrow. Actually, we got another whole tray still in the freezer, so we got lots, and we can't wait to eat these. So we're going to say thanks to Kristina for teaching us how to make gnocchi, and we're going to say, and our cameraman Luca's in here too, so we're going to say salute, salute, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Ciao. Folks, here it is, the final. Oh my God, the homemade gnocchi. Thanks, Kristina. We made homemade gnocchi on Cooking with Papa today, and of course, what better to pair it with than the Messino version of our city chicken, made with chicken thigh meat. Oh my God, and baked in our special marinade of Dijon mustard and white wine. And of course, when we do our breadcrumbs, gotta add a little butter and garlic to it. Okay, and look at these amazing green beans to go with it. We gotta have something green, and we're gonna finish it off, folks. Everybody say, buon appetito.
Buon appetito!